So what was my question, by the way? I was talking about ChatGPT, right?
I also forgot what was the question literally. And I was forgot what we were talking and where we were at.
Did you prepare yourself before attempting the interview? Did you prepare
Yeah.
yourself for that? What did you do?
Yeah. When I have conversation under pressure, when I feel there is a pressure in my mind, so then I couldn't talk.
Hmm.
I literally fumble and I literally make mistakes and I was not able to perform well and all. So
Yeah.
now from since yesterday, I have made up my mind. I will not be nervous. I will not be under confidence.
So tell me, how are you? How have you been?
Yeah, I have been doing so good so far. Thank you for asking me. By the God grace, things are going well, smoothly, and I'm happy. Yeah.
Okay.
These days I'm literally happy. Otherwise, it is hard for me to to feel happy, but now literally I'm happy.
Okay, so what is the reason behind being so happy these
Okay.
days?
These days, things are going as my plan. Like yesterday, I went for interview, and that interview really went so well, and I was able to crack that interview,
Wow.
even though I was not expecting, and literally I was afraid, I was scared before going for interview. But the moment I was in interview, so that time I thought, that time I recognized my real potential. Yeah, I recognize my hidden ability. I can do. I Then I was thinking, you were scaring for no reason. It was not a big thing, but you have, like, you were thinking it is really a big thing. But now at that moment when I entered in the room and when I saw the interviewer, so he was so chill and cool. So then because of him, I got in confidence. I got
Yeah.
in courage. So it went really good and I have cracked and I got a job and let's
Wow.
see I will join. Yeah.
Yeah, first of all, congratulations for that. You have got a job.
Yeah, thank
So,
you so much. Yeah,
is
thank you
it your
so much.
first job?
No, it is my second job in teaching field.
Okay, wow, that's great.
In teaching field, it is my second job. Before that, I was working, and I unfortunately I worked for 1.5 year, and then I quit my job due to some reason. Now it is my second job in teaching field. But before this job, I also had a job. I also had a cracked interview in IT field. But the thing was, the problem was I didn't join that job because that
Okay.
job was really far from my place. So I was not feeling comfortable to go there and live there and do the job and all, because
Hmm.
obviously if you go and a new place, so obviously you will meet new people, the environment will completely new and different, and you will take time to adjust and adapt that environment. And also I was not from inside I was not feeling to go there, so then I left my job, but that was a great opportunity for it to
Yeah,
thrive in IT here. But
that's
then
true.
sometime, something has written in your destiny, so you can't do anything.
That's true.
Whatever happened for a reason. So
That's
that
true. I
opportunity.
strongly believe this thing. Like whatever happens, happens
Yeah.
for a reason. Yeah. Okay, so
Yes.
what will be you like? What are you going to teach? Which subject?
Well, I'm going to teach chemistry 9 to 12.
Oh
PGT.
wow.
Yeah, I'm appointed a teacher as a PGT teacher
Okay. So
in
okay, that's
CBSE
great.
school. Like, or this is the good thing, it happened with me because earlier in my first job where I was working, so that was a job in vernacular medium, like that was a job in UP board school. But now I got a job in CBSE schools. Obviously literally I'm happy because now my has changed, and I got a job which I really want to get.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
a great
it's
thing.
some.
Okay, then
Mhm.
I can understand your happiness.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's really. we really feel, when we achieve something, so it's very common and normal that we really feel, energetic as well. We don't feel even happy or happiness, we feel energetic and more motivated, and more courage in ourselves, in our body. So that's what I'm.
Hmm. Okay, I want to talk about it more, but before that, I think you should introduce yourself for my audience. Would you
Yes.
mind?
So, yes, definitely, I'll introduce myself. But thank you for giving me this opportunity, and thank you for having me on your YouTube channel. So, as you already know, my name is Arshi. I come from UP, Uttar Pradesh. And if I talk about my qualification, so I have completed my master in chemistry. Moreover, I did B.Ed, and then I was working as a chemistry teacher. Now I am also going to work, and besides that, I run a YouTube channel where I upload English content. And if I talk about my hobbies, so I have a bunch of hobbies. Like, mostly I love enjoying reading, or I can say hitting books, or consuming English content a lot, and talking in diverse background. It is like one of my favorite hobby. I want to do every single day, but unfortunately, I don't get opportunity, or I don't get chance to talk, to have conversation on regular. So
Hmm.
this is something I'm really look up to.
Yes, and since you have become a teacher now, so you are going to very less time. You are going to get
Yes,
very less time for YouTube, obviously.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
but it's a very good thing that you have got your dream job, which you always wanted to be. So that's a good thing.
yeah, yeah.
And
It is, it is.
yeah, okay, so I want to know that when are you going to join?
It hasn't decided yet, but maybe after a few days, I
Okay.
am going to join. I think now it's completely up to me
Hmm.
when I will join.
Okay. So, was the interview in English?
Yeah, that was complete in English, and that was my first time. Yeah, let's talk. Like, I have been talking virtually for last year, but literally, honestly, it was my first conversation in front of someone, like physically.
Yeah.
And earlier, as I mentioned, that I was feeling nervous, obviously, and I was feeling, butterfly in my stomach before going for interview. But then, after a few seconds, I became, normal. And then the moment I saw that person, he's a smiley face,
Mhm.
and he was talking, very, like, very nicely. He was
Yeah.
talking very nicely. So the moment I saw her, so I got in confidence. Now I can talk. Now I can talk
Yeah.
in English.
If the person in front of you is very like friendly, so you get a kind
Yeah,
of confidence that okay, we can have a conversation. I can talk,
we
I
can
can
have.
be myself in front of this person. And if the person is very strict, then we overwhelmed ourselves a lot, right? It
Yes,
happens.
definitely, definitely. And we feel, at the time, we feel really underconfident in
Hmm.
front of that person, and if we are not able to perform well,
Well,
and we lost our track.
well,
Sometimes literally it happen, sometimes it happens if someone is in front of me, or I feel that he is really superior than me, and if he's asking me something, if he or she is asking me something, so then after 1 minute, I lost my track, what I was telling, what I was speaking. And then at that moment, from that moment, I start, making mistakes. I start committing mistakes. So that's how I make blender. But now, since yesterday, I have decided that you don't need to be nervous in front of that person. Yeah, we always will, no matter how long we are having conversation, eventually your festivals doesn't matter. In before conversation, we really feel nervous, so
hmm.
then we can suppress, that nervousness or underconfident. We don't need to show on our face that we are feeling nervous, or I am feeling reluctant and all. So
Yeah.
now, since yesterday, I have made up my mind. I will not be nervous. I will not feel underconfident. I will feel inside, but I will not show outside. I will not
Yeah.
show on my.
And I think it
Yes.
comes with practice. Like as much as you do something,
Exactly.
when you do something regularly, your nervousness go away. But it
Yes.
takes time, right? It
Yeah,
comes
it
with
takes time.
practice only. Yeah. Yeah, like when we used to have conversation initially on video calls, that time we also used to get nervous, very nervous. But now we have become confident and comfortable because we have been doing it for so long. So
Yeah.
it comes with practice as well. Okay, I want to know that what kind of question the interviewer was asking you.
He asked me about my introduction. So then I gave my introduction, and then he asked me some related question, like related to the discipline or
Hmm.
related to classroom environment. And then after that, he asked me some question related to my subject. So it's not like that I was able to give every answer, but yeah, there were few answer that I couldn't give in my subject, because as I mentioned that for last 1 year I am not working, so that means I am not touch with my subject.
Hmm.
So even though I tried, I prepared some question, I was able to give answer of some question and some I was not able, after eventually the interview, overall interview went well.
Okay. I was
Yes.
curious to know because I haven't attempted any interview till now. So I was that's the reason I was asking you. Did you prepare yourself before attempting the interview? Did you prepare
Yeah.
yourself for that? What did you do?
Yeah. Well, I took help from ChatGPT because honestly,
Okay. I think
yeah, I
ChatGPT has
took
become these days ChatGPT has become our savior. Like in every
yeah,
difficult situation, we go to
yeah,
ChatGPT.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is like a lifesaver for us. Now, it was for me. Yeah, it was for me after giving that interview. Then
It's
I felt,
kind of
yeah,
funny that every other person is talking about ChatGPT. Like whenever
exactly.
we ask anything to anyone, like, okay, so how do you practice and whatever, like they are always every other person is using ChatGPT. Sometimes I feel
Exactly.
like we are using it like in an extreme level. It can be very dangerous as well because
Yes,
we
it can be.
we have become very lazy that we don't want to read it from books on to search on Google, or of course it is very easy to use, like it is very convenient, but we have become very addicted to ChatGPT, right?
Yes, we are like, yeah, at the same time, it is a lifesaver, but at the same time, we are forgetting that we are becoming slaver.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
literally, we are accustomed to chat GPT for each and everything, even it is a small information we want to get or it is a big. We
Mhm.
are just completely rely on chat GPT
Yeah.
because it's very convenient. You will write one sentence and you will get a whole page
Yeah.
on that about on one question. You
Mhm.
get lot of information, so it's very convenient. So whatever you what like, if you are feeling that this information or this thing, this answer is relating to me, or I'm able to resonate with it, so then we write down. No, not write down. What I do, I just take screenshot. I don't write down. Yes.
Okay, so you prepared with ChatGPT only.
Yeah, I prepared with chat gpt. Then I also ask questions, about my subject. ChatGPT tell me what interview can ask the question. Tell me, give me 10 questions about my subject, and which are very common to ask in interview.
Yeah.
So then he told me, and then I jotted down. Then those questions I jotted down in my notebook because I really need to look after, over and over again.
Did the interviewer ask those questions?
Yeah, few. I
Okay.
think two and three question I can
Wow,
get. I
that's
got.
great.
Yeah, that's why I said na. ChatGPT is like a lifesaver. It's like a game changer. Now it has become obviously in our life.
Of course, it is very convenient, but at the same time, it is not that much good for us, right? To be fully dependent
Yeah,
on ChatGPT.
exactly, exactly.
I use it. It's not like I don't use it, but I use it when I need some help. I want to practice English. That time I use it. Sometimes, if I need some other help, I do use it, but I am not fully dependent on ChatGPT.
This is why we are becoming slave to ChatGPT. I was completely, rely on ChatGPT in the sense of when I was practicing, I was not using any other application for each and everything. I was using ChatGPT. Then after 1 month, I realized that you can improve your English, but you cannot get confidence. And this is the utmost things for a speaker, for an English speaker. If you really want to speak English with people, then you don't, then you can use ChatGPT for correcting your mistakes, for getting paragraph, for like for learning idioms, phrases, and vocabulary you can use. But it is not something that you are talking, you are having conversation, and you are thinking that I can get confidence. So it's not, like we are in delusional. I was at that time in delusional. I was thinking that I just want to talk with ChatGPT, because when we do have conversation with ChatGPT, so there is no fear. The first thing, we know that ChatGPT is not going to judge us, and the second thing, it is not going to find out our mistakes. The third thing, we don't need to make eye contact. When we do have conversation
That's true.
ChatGPT, we don't make any conversation like an
Yeah.
audio conversation. So then after 1 month, I realized no, I think it's not good for your English, for your confidence. It's not good. You are not improving. You are just in delusion that you are improving, but in actual you are not improving. Then I stopped. I completely stopped using ChatGPT. Now I don't use. If I want to get any information which I'm not able to search on other platform and all, so that time I just use ChatGPT. Otherwise, I don't have conversation, and I don't talk with ChatGPT anymore, because I don't feel any kind of connection with ChatGPT. It's completely like I'm talking to robot, and it is.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with you because, like talking to ChatGPT, because we can be comfortable while speaking in English, but we cannot be confident because it feels like whenever
Yes.
we have a conversation, we feel like, okay, ChatGPT is not going to judge us, so we can practice,
Yeah.
of course. But if you
That's
want to get real confidence, for that you have to connect with people, because then
real
you have this
people.
fear that then only you can overcome the fear of being judgmental and all. And one more thing is that ChatGPT, oh my God, I have
Yes,
forgotten.
again, I also do. Many times, literally, I'm telling many times I forgot the
I
information what
was
I was
about
about
to
to
tell you
say.
something and I just forgot it. Uh, okay, so I don't
It's
know.
happened.
I was about to tell you something about related to ChatGPT. I don't know what was that.
Why does happen? Why it is happen? I just want to know the actual reason behind it. Why it is happen? Then when we there is something in our mind, but the moment we want to express, it's like a vanish from our
Yeah,
mind,
I
and
think
we
this
feel no. Now I don't have.
today it is
And after
happening with me a lot. Yeah, so what was my question, by the way? I was talking about ChatGPT, right?
I also forgot what was the question literally. And I was forgot what we were talking and where we were at.
Right. We were talking about that.
Confidence that we
Why
have to talk
you
with
were
real
talking about
people.
that chat, it is not good to speak with ChatGPT. Yeah, I was about to tell you that what happened once, like I was practicing English with ChatGPT, and ChatGPT made a grammatical mistake, and that day I felt like, oh my God, I felt like, I mean, ChatGPT is making grammatical mistake, and I was completely rely on ChatGPT. That day,
ChatGPT.
it was, I felt like I'm
Realized.
betrayed. Does it ever happen with you?
I just used ChatGPT 1 month, and in 1 month, at that time, like it's been a 4 and 5 months that I have been using, so I was not good at find out my mistakes, or find out
Okay.
even ChatGPT mistakes. I was good find out my mistake, but as I mentioned, I was blindly rely on ChatGPT. So I
Hmm.
had one thing in my mind, that ChatGPT is not going to make mistakes ever,
Yes, I
which is
also used to feel
correct.
this way.
Hmm.
But one day I just, I was reading everything like very focusedly, and I saw the mistake, and I was like, what the hell? I'm in
It is,
ChatGPT.
what the hell is this? Yeah.
Yeah. And then, but after that, I stopped myself completely relying on ChatGPT. I do use it, but not that much. I use sometimes for speaking practice, but not like I'm not completely rely on that. That
Or
I think for using
English.
ChatGPT, you need a correct prompt as well. You have
Yes.
to give ChatGPT perfect instruction as well to if you want to learn from it. And if you don't know how to instruct it correctly, then you are going to like face a
Make
lot of,
mistakes.
yeah,
You are
exactly.
going to make mistakes again. Like
That's
maybe you have improved from your mistakes, but this time you are also going to make the same mistakes.
hmm,
Yes, for beginner, like if you are shy or if you feel reluctant while speaking, so to some extent, up to some extent, you can use ChatGPT. But after that, after getting a confidence a little bit, you will get a little bit confident. Then you have to talk with real people,
yeah.
and that is the real journey of English.
Hmm, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So how is your YouTube journey going on? Do you post regularly?
Not really, actually. I don't know why, but when it comes to upload videos on regularly, so then I start feeling, like I don't want to do every single day. Because every single day you have to edit, you have to make thumbnail,
Yeah.
and you have to do other part as well. So because of that, I really feel instead of uploading video every single day, I just focus to learn English more and more.
Hmm.
So that is something I want to upload, but when I see it is taking a lot of time, so then I
Yeah.
think that you want to upload video on regular basis, but because of uploading video regularly, you are not getting enough time to focus on your English on
Hmm.
this journey. So that's why instead of upload video every day, I just learn something new. I just try to learn something new, and at that time I'm listening something, watching, reading. No. So that is why I don't upload. Thrice in a week I upload, so then I can get enough time, or I can do editing in a better way. Maybe
Yeah.
if I have time, if I have, at least we should take one day for editing, then we have to upload. If you are expert in editing, you are doing this thing for longer period of time, so then you can do. But I'm not expert
Yeah,
technically. Yeah,
same, same. We are on the same page, to be honest. I don't like editing part at all. I just hate it. Uh,
it's like a
I have to
stone
do
tool.
it. Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, I have to do it because for the sake of my YouTube channel. Otherwise, I just nowadays I'm taking help of my husband. Like my husband is helping me a lot with editing part, but I just hate it. I cannot tell you
Yes,
how much I hate this editing.
definitely. Yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
yeah, I mean,
Exactly.
yeah, it just it drains your energy a lot, and I'm not
Yes.
good at these technical stuffs. I'm not good at all. Like I can't tell you.
So am I. So am I. Literally, I am not good, and I really hate when it comes to edit and making thumbnail and upload and all. But I have to do for the sake of my YouTube channel, because it's not something that I want to. I'm doing for the fame, or I'm doing for earning the money. It is something that I want to check my English. I can analyze my English every single day when I upload. So since when I have started and now where I have reached. So in that in the between, I can analyze myself thoroughly,
Hmm.
or I can see my result, or I can see my progress. So this is something that I do.
Yeah,
Yeah, we have only left 8 minutes, so I
yeah.
think it's
We have to
time
wrap
for
this
this.
session up. Yes.
Okay. So it is really nice conversation with you, and
Yeah.
we forgot a lot of things. I also even forgot about persecution. We were
Yeah,
talking
but it
about
was really amazing conversation with you. I didn't feel like, I have to upload it or not. It feels like I am connecting with a friend, literally. So it was
yes,
really nice
I
con.
always feel, So whenever you have time, just drop a message, then we can talk casual.
Okay, bye. Have a
Take
good
care.
day. Okay,
Have
bye.
a good day. Bye bye.